Beaver Pines. My name is Darcy Malesi, and I play Olivia Oil, Beaver Pines town matriarch and mayoral candidate. Now, I'm here hosting today because our usual production assistant is out with an unfortunate case of alcohol-induced amnesia. So here I am. Anyway, very glad to see all your lovely faces out there, especially because you are actually going to be part of the audience, as your voices will be heard all the way out in television land, in all the homes across the country. So it's really important that we're going to be able to hear you and that your voices are nicely warmed up. And I'm going to help you with that right now. Now, if you are a fan of Beaver Pines, you know that we often have shocking revelations in our episodes. So I'd like you now to use your imagination and pretend that you have just heard the most shocking revelation you've ever heard on the show. And at the count of 3, let's hear how you react. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Excellent. Very, very good. All right, now, another thing that Beaver Pines is well known for is its romances, love triangles, and the like. So now, again, using your imagination, I'd like you to think of your 2 favorite characters falling in love and admitting it to each other for the very first time. At the count of 3, what am I going to hear? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so sweet. All right. And now, probably the favorite part of Beaver Pines for a lot of people are our villains. And there's no shortage of them. So now imagine that the very worst villain has just done the most dastardly deed you can imagine. At the count of 3, what are you going to say? 1, 2, 3. Boo! Oh, I think you are the best audience yet. So I want you to use that energy, and I would like to hear that throughout the show, your reaction, so the people at home can hear you too. All right. So there's a few announcements I need to make before we meet the cast. First of all, as again, probably you know, each episode that we do is sponsored by a different product. So I'd like you to remind the rest of the audience what that product is here tonight on this beautiful evening in 1960. What is the product sponsoring our show?
Spam.
Maraschino cherries.
Spam-flavored maraschino cherries. You do! Yeah. So, yes, a shout out to Spam-flavored maraschino cherries, who also provided the snacks for tonight. All right. Another thing I'd like you to know about is that we film 5 days a week, and that is a lot of lines for the actors to learn. And, well, to be honest, sometimes we forget. And so you may notice every once in a while we pick out a piece of paper and read from it, and that's just the actors getting a little help with our lines. So in case you're wondering, that's what's happening. Mostly we know our script, though. Okay, now without further ado, I am pleased to introduce you to the people of Beaver Pines. And I'll have you step forward, say your name, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Maurice Jackson, World War II Army veteran, struggling to reintegrate in society.
Matthew, known as Maddie, the town homosexual, and his twin sister, long lost, Madison.
Rusty Connor, ex-con, 25 years for murder. Just want to be liked.
Mayor Rutherford R.J. Johnson, 2-term mayor of Beaver Pines, running for a 3rd, consummate politician.
Jack, gang member with a terminal illness.
Violet Black, 3rd-time grieving widow.
desperately seeking her next victim, husband.
Dr. Robert Eastman, doctor of Beaver Pines, and a damn good one.
In our last episode of Beaver Pines, we left the town in shock at the demise of Kent Hartley Reed, the town hunk, who died at the hands of Violet's alter ego, V. Now, sit back, relax, and we'll see what happens as you enjoy this episode of Beaver Pines, brought to you by Spam flavored maraschino cherries. Wait, what happened?
His head has exploded.
Wait, are these brains? This isn't Kent's brains.
It's Kent's brains. What's left of him.
What happened? You can put it back together.
I can't. His head is gone. His head is gone.
No.
V,
Did I do this? Why are you calling me V?
you did this, but it was an accident. We were all under some crazy spell from the drug I gave you.
You did this?
No, it was an accident.
You did this?
No, no one did it. It's a freak of nature.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
There's nothing we can do, V.
But what if they come after us? You have to do something. You have to do something.
The only thing I can think of is give you a different face and give myself a different face to surgery.
I like my face.
I like my face too.
Well, maybe you could poison the well or something and make everyone forget.
V, the past that you and I had before we moved into this town, we vowed never to bring that up again, and look at us now. The only thing to do now is try to redeem ourselves in some way.
Redeem ourselves. How can we do that?
Well, do people witness this? It wasn't just you. Madison was also involved.
She was?
You were doing a sorcerer battle, and he got in the crosswinds.
V can't resist a witch battle. Okay, we can handle this.
Listen.
No, not another shot.
Undo what I did. This will permanently remove V from your mind.
How can you be sure?
I can't. This will take a few minutes to take effect. In the meantime, I suggest we go to our separate homes and unwind.
Mayor Johnson, you're alive.
That's right, Rusty.
But we all thought you were dead. Jack shot you.
And you're one of Jack's inner circle, aren't you?
Well,
I see you repairing the roller's bikes all around your shop.
Mayor Johnson, where have you been these past couple of days? We all thought you were dead.
Rusty, let me tell you something, son. When a man's shot, he's got to repair himself.
Then you're all right.
When it rains, it's still a tickle in my guts.
But this means Jack isn't a murderer. This means he doesn't have to worry about being sent up for murder.
He's still getting in trouble for attempted, son.
Mayor, look, now's an opportunity to put all of that aside. Things have been crazy here in the past 2 days since you've been gone. Everyone's at everybody's throat. There's nothing but hatred and division, but we can move forward. We don't have to look behind anymore.
You see what happens while I'm gone? I leave the town and recoup for a little bit in my estate in the country, and the whole place goes to, well, I won't mind saying it, hell.
But that's all right. We can move forward, Mayor. Listen, I know Jack shot you, but he's a good kid. He just made a mistake. Why don't you look the other way and let it go?
You know why I came to you, Rusty? You want what Mayor Rutherford R.J. Johnson would deign to come down to Rusty's bike shop and spring himself forward like a poltergeist from the great beyond?
No, I don't.
I've lived in Beaver Pines my whole life.
Well, I know you have, Mayor.
Well, I'm a piner through and through, Rusty. And you have too. You know, when you were the captain of the debate team before your unfortunate incident that sent you upriver for 25 years, I looked up to you. I thought, there's a man who's got it made. When he's on stage, everyone's eyes are locked on him. Rusty, I don't mind telling you, you set my very feet on the path that would lead me to this mayorship. I was crushed when you went to the penal colony, or the penitentiary, whatever you call it around here. I was smoking. I felt like the hand of God himself had smacked me down for my hubris.
All right. Well, it's like I say, everybody has a new chance now, including you.
And you too, Rusty.
And me too.
How would you like to be my vice mayor? That's the thing.
Mayor.
Sure. We'll show that everybody does have a chance to turn around. That two old foes can come together. That somebody who works with the rollers can forgive past prejudices.
Mayor, the reason Jack shot you is because you threatened to put his brother in the loony bin just because he's a homosexual.
Who hasn't threatened a homosexual once in a while? This is 1959.
That's the problem, Mayor. You stand for everything I don't believe in.
All right, Rusty. What do you need?
I need you to let Jack get away with having shot you. Don't press charges.
I just said that I would let bygones be bygones.
You will?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I want you to broker the truce. Make it seem like I'm forgiving. That I'm a mayor who can be looked upon as someone who has grace and understanding that these things happen when you're living in a town of different people and different ideas. Mayor Rutherford R.J. Johnson. He's your man for forgiveness.
Oh, Maddie. I see you're roaming around these old alleyways again.
I'm kind of scared to go anywhere else these days. Everything that's been going on. I mean,
I get that. You must be going through so much. Your best friend is lying headless in a cemetery. Your brother has a terminal case of, I forget the name of the thing, but it ends with itis.
granolitis.
Son, you've been through hell and back. You need to lean on someone. You can't just throw yourself into your old vices and hope to come out the other end unscathed. Trust me.
But my vices are the only place I have any comfort now.
That's what I'm saying. Lean on someone. Lean on me. I know you haven't had a good relationship with your parents, seeing how they're
Phobic.
right. I thought they were dead. I wasn't sure I wanted to come back.
I don't speak about them much, so sometimes I give off the wrong signal.
No, I mean, I totally get why you would want to do that. Well, you would want to separate yourself from them. But I always thought of you as let me say, a son.
Maurice, I appreciate this offer a lot, but
Offer?
well, you know what I mean.
Sure.
But something came to my attention about, a sister of mine
Yes.
who you've...
I didn't know she was your sister.
We look a little alike.
She was wearing a veil.
You had sex with her.
Yes, she continued wearing the veil even further. Maddie, you can't let that sour our relationship. Plus, she's gone. She's missing. Ever since that night at the cemetery. I just hate to see you here throwing away your life. Trust me, I know about throwing away my life. I was out there on D-Day. Did I ever tell you about how I went to D-Day?
A couple of times.
And I see you making the same mistakes, just as a metaphor, rather than directly, because I know you're not a war veteran. And I hate to see that.
Well, do you have advice? I mean,
I do, son. I do. There's gold in them hills. Did you see?
gold.
Yes. Your future, the hills of your future. There's gold there. And you're settling for bronze.
Well, the doctor said to drink more and smoke in moderation. That's the type of advice I get from you? After everything? Moderation?
Drink! God damn it.
I'm pouring my own drinks these days. Look, Robert. I hate to bring up why we originally came to Beaver Pines. But both of us have been trying to weasel our way into the mayorship. You through Olivia, me through poor Kent. We have to get into that office and find out where the gold is.
The gold in the hills?
Yes, the gold in the hills. That's why we've been here for, 20 years now?
I have a family, V. 3 kids. My wife and her twin sister, with whom I was both having sex with.
Yes, you got to keep your family while I lost husband after husband, sacrificing everything for this mission.
Boo. I just hear complaints and anger. Everyone comes to me with their problems. My kid has a cold. My knee hurts. My husband's dead.
Oh, you really got the shit end of the stick.
I sure did, actually.
You got a family.
I'm leaving Beavertown. Beaver Pines.
You're leaving?
I'm gonna leave.
Why?
What's here for me? My wife was abducted by aliens. My mistress was abducted by aliens.
What about your love, Olivia?
She doesn't love me back, goddamn it.
I wonder why. You're so charming.
I can see that this relationship is dying too. We used to have something, V.
Oh, we